Hello everybody, welcome back. I'm definitely on my way to work. Sorry that I look tired. I am tired today. We had a great weekend. We actually did very little, but yesterday we got over to see my grandpa. My daughter went with us as well, so he got to see his great grandbaby. He's living in an assisted living center and he's unhappy about it, but he's 90 years old and unfortunately he's still very active. So we chose this was just something that we chose to do because there's so many activities that he did with my grandmom. And anyway, so he's not that unhappy. I think he likes to pretend, but we go on Mondays just to play bingo with him because that's what he likes to do. So anyway, my mom is still with my sister. Everybody's doing really well. I kind of wanted to talk to you guys about my new Ocrevus is coming shortly, and this month it is October 1st, I believe. Yes, it is October 1st. It is my birthday month, and I am very excited about that. I will be 48, I think. Ooh, I don't know. I'd have to count on my fingers. But anyway, I think I'm going to be 48 years old. Diagnosed. Let's see, how old's Kylie? She's going to be 20. And so I've been diagnosed 19 years and some months now. September 4th, actually, I was technically diagnosed. And my first attack again, August 29th. That was my dad's birthday. Very ironic. And again, 19 years ago. 18 years ago and some months. And my new Ocrevus again is coming this month. I am still feeling really well. I have been on some forums on Facebook, and I definitely wanted to talk to you guys about it because I just think that it is important that everybody gets together. We all get on the same page. I think a lot of people have different ideas of exactly what they think the Ocrevus is supposed to be or what it's supposed to do, and that kind of stuff. So again, I'm just going to reiterate one more time, this isn't a cure. It's the only time I'm going to say it, hopefully, in the video, since I tend to repeat myself. Again, you guys know that I'm on my way to work. Obviously, I'm on my way to work, and I'm just, so I apologize for not looking at the camera all the time. Obviously, I'm watching the road and I'm hands-free. Again, my new Ocrevus is coming this month, and I am looking forward to it. One thing that I have been noticing is that on the forums, people have been talking about how they are refusing some of the things that come with the Ocrevus infusion. One thing you get is Benadryl, which Benadryl and I do not do well at all. It makes my arms and my legs so jumpy that I am like a jumping bean or a tick. It is so awful, and it's painful, and I really don't like that. So they reduced my Benadryl to about half, which helps a lot. I get only 25 milligrams instead of the 50, so that really does help. It does help a lot, and it slows down my the jumpy arms and jumpy legs, which I already have issues with anyway. Which, before I take the Benadryl, I take my carbidopa levodopa, which helps with the jumpy legs and jumpy arms. I take that at night, only at night, just so I can sleep. So I do take a half of a pill of that, and I think I'm going to do that. I think I will let them give me a half of the Benadryl, but I think this time I'm actually going to refuse the 100 milligrams of steroids. I don't think that at this point in the game that the steroids are going to actually be beneficial for me, whether in any type of infusion. I think the trauma that is caused to my body because of them, with the infusion, my skin hurts, my bones hurt. They physically make me just ill. I don't sleep. I don't feel good. I do not like them at all. They tend to cause issues with me. So I am going to ask my neurologist this time if it would be possible to be without the steroids and go without the steroids, because I just don't think that it's necessary for me to have them. I was seeing on the Facebook forum that there were quite a few people that were actually going without the steroid as well because they just don't like the effects of the steroid. I 100% agree with that, but I also 100% know that the steroid actually is a very, very good beneficial thing to use. So for people that are having exacerbations, and you know what, on the off chance that I actually am going to have an exacerbation again, a full-blown one, then I will take the steroids willingly. I don't have a problem with that. I know the benefits of them. I also know the repercussions of them. It's just part of what happens with the disease. So ladies and gentlemen, I just wish for everybody that we weren't going through this, and I wish that this wasn't even a forum that we needed. I wish that we didn't even need this kind of stuff, but unfortunately it's the world we live in. It's the things that we as humans undertake, and it's just a way, it's just life. So just the way it is. Anyway, again, I'm going to refuse the steroids this time. I'm going to take the entire infusion, and we'll see what happens from there, because again, I just don't do well with them. We know that. You guys have seen several videos. So just know today is a fantastic day. Again, I'm on my way to work. I still need blood work. My MRI came back absolutely perfectly fine. They said it was insignificant, which insignificant is the word, I think. No. Anyway, long story short, I'm fine. There's no changes. Things are really well. Everything was the same when they compared it to the old one. And so that is really, really good. That's exactly what Ocrevus is supposed to do. It is supposed to slow down the progression of the disease. Now, slowing down the progression of the disease means that there is no cure, that this is not a cure. And I know I said I wasn't going to say it anymore, but it isn't. It's just slowing the possibility of what could be a disaster for later. So that's really what these diseases are. They're more of a deterrent. That's just exactly what they are. They're a deterrent. We are just trying to slow the progression, slow down the immune system so it doesn't attack everything inside the body. So that's really what it's supposed to do. So for me, Ocrevus is doing exactly that. On the forum, I see a lot of people that have not been on therapies for very long. You need to understand that Ocrevus will take 6 months to a year, possibly up to 2 years to get to its full potential. Again, it will not reverse anything that you have already. It doesn't reverse anything. Ocrevus is to stop future damage. It is to slow the lesions in the brain, to stop the attack of the spinal cord, to slow lesions on the spinal cord, to reduce nerve damage, to try to just slow it out, drag it out. So, drag the disease out, keep you healthy for a lot longer. That's what I mean by drag it out. It's going to drag out the damage. And that is important in a disease that is progressive. No matter what you think, it is still marching across your body. Long story short, this disease is still marching across your body, whether you are on a, disease modifying therapy or not, a DMT, you are. It's a reality. It's something that we deal with every day, but it is not something that you have to get upset about. There is absolutely no reason. I love the fact that I found these forums on Facebook, and if you just go into Facebook, if you have a Facebook account, just search Ocrevus. You're going to find so many, and they're going to ask you simple questions about why you want to belong to their forum. And you know what? Just tell the truth. There's no reason why. You can just say, hey, I've had the disease forever, and I want to offer support. I have questions. I want to find out lots of stuff. There's a lot of stuff in there that I think people are they're more inclined to ask, because you're not sitting in front of someone face to face asking embarrassing questions like, I feel that I cannot go poop, I cannot defecate, I cannot go to the restroom like I used to be able to. I'm noticing that there's changes in my bowel movements. I've noticed not so much appearance, but changes in texture, changes in that kind of stuff. I'm noticing that I can't go potty very well, or I don't have control of my bladder as much as I used to. And you know what? These are things that are easy to ask behind a computer screen, not face to face. We as humans, and especially as Americans, we are extremely shy about our body parts, and we are extremely shy about talking about the things that are somewhat unpleasant. But if someone was to say, hey, I have a stomachache and I might actually vomit, I don't think someone is more inclined or less inclined to ask about that versus, hey, I don't think I can poop today. Well, you know what? There are some times when I go 2 to over 2 weeks without going poop. And I have been hospitalized for that before because of my MS. So, and I'm not shy about it. I learned that pooping was a very important part of your life, and everybody has to do it. So why we're so shy about it, I don't know. Now, I'm not going to talk about it publicly, except now I'm telling the entire world about my pooping situation. I laugh about it, yes, because to me, it does make me blush slightly. It's not something that I want to talk about. Nobody's going to be looking at my body, but I think that's the easiest reason why I can tell a computer screen or tell my telephone that I do have issues going to the restroom. My daughter actually announced to Disneyland to the entire bathroom in Disneyland that it was too loud in there and mommy couldn't go potty. Yeah. She's like, Mom, it's too loud in here. You can't go pee. Because I have to concentrate. I do not have incontinence. I am the exact opposite. I have trouble starting going potty. I have found that my blood pressure medication that has hydrochlorothiazide in it that makes you go potty has helped me. Now, this is something that I have spoken with my regular PCP about, and I do believe that this is a huge benefit for me. So that's what helps me. And you know what? It's a regular medication that I went to my regular PCP for, and I absolutely love it. I really do. It keeps my blood pressure in check. Thank God. Because my father had extremely high blood pressure, like 240 over 180. This is the kind of stuff that he functioned in all the time. He also had a blood condition that he had to be what he called drained about every 6 months. Sometimes it got so bad that it would happen about every month. My dad was extremely afraid of needles, and so this was really fun when he did his Avodex injections. It was quite amusing, and I would come over and do that. So anyway, everybody, this was just my topic for the day. I just wanted to know what you guys think about your own Ocrevus extras, like the Benadryl, like the anti-nausea, like the steroid. You know, do you guys refuse them? Help me decide if this is something that I should do, because I did not actually know. And I will say this, I did not know that I could actually refuse taking the steroids. And so at this time, I'm definitely going to be talking with Dr. Hendon about it, because I would so rather, especially being healthy, I would rather see what's going to happen and take my chances with the Ocrevus without the steroid. And I want to see how it goes, because I think it would be extremely important for us all, of those of us that do choose to let that go, if we could definitely let the drug company know that the steroid that it's chosen depending upon the patient. How does the Ocrevus affect our body? Does it actually flare up some of your MS nerve damage already? What does it do that you warrant actually having to have that steroid that suppresses a slight change in your MS symptoms and what you're dealing with now. Now, if you do take Ocrevus and you are not like me, who is in complete remission at this time, and thank you, Lord, and I pray for every single person who has MS. I do this often. I have said before that my relationship with God is strong, and I am here not to push it onto anybody. That's my opinion. I pray for everybody, and I pray that everyone can have the success that I have. And I do realize that there are people out there, and just know that my heart is with you. And I wish that there is something that I could do to save your world and to help you and to stop this disease from harming you. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. And I wish that there is an easy plane that I could get on, and I could find anyone who needs support, and then I could fly to you and instantly show up at your home and hold you and hug you and tell you it's going to be okay. And just know from my heart that that's where that comes from. I really am, again, looking forward to this Ocrevus. I want to know how everyone else is doing. If you have chosen to forego the steroids, or to forego the Benadryl, or to forego the anti-nausea, how do you deal with it? How did it go with you? So please let me know. Definitely, if you have questions, comments, anything, subscribe to my channel down below. no, da, da, da. I'm not good yet. I'm still learning this entire form, so please forgive me. I know my videos are infantile, I guess, for lack of better terms. I am editing one that is talking about appropriate green foods to eat that are actually anti-inflammatory, natural foods so that are anti-inflammatory, that help with our disease as it is. Eating really high fat foods and that kind of stuff is really bad for us. And because the body gets, in turn, eating a lot of high fat foods, the body gets sick itself. So we just really don't want that. We want something that's going to improve our quality of life. So again, like I said, please let me know. And thank you to all of my new users. Again, we are still in our infantile stages, everybody. I do recommend going onto Facebook, and I do want you to find these Ocrevus forums because they're fantastic. Again, I've offered MS Buddy before. It is a complete app, completely anonymous. You don't even have to have anything that you don't need on there. You can say what you want to say. Again, you're hiding behind a computer screen, so if there's stuff that you just don't want to talk about in front of anybody, or if you just need a little bit of encouragement from a fellow person who says, yep, that's something I think you should talk to your doctor about, or you know what, if you're not sure which doctor to talk to, throw it out there. Let's see what we get. I have like 20 doctors, and yeah, I don't see him very much. But the one that is the most important one to me is my neurologist. And if it was up to me, he would be my primary care doctor. I just love him more. I just love him. I love his daughter. I see her as well. She's my neuropsychiatrist. I see her as well. She helps with the anxiety because of the MS. She is, again, a neuropsychologist specializing in MS. So there are those people out there. If you live in smaller areas and you can't find these people, your PCP is the most important doctor for you. If you don't have a neurologist and they're actually trying to help you with everything that you have because you live in a small rural area, don't be quiet about it. Make sure that you find out where a doctor is that can help you the most. So again, if you need any help, please message me. I do have, I think my telephone number is on there if anybody needs me. Again, if you want to email me, I'm at mstracycolby@gmail.com. And as always, everybody, my wish for everybody is to stay healthy. And I say this every time at the endings of my videos, but from the end and bottom of my heart, if I could be there with you at any point in time, just to hold your hand, let you know that you can cry, and you can let me know that you're feeling vulnerable for the day. I am more than willing to help. I will do anything I can, even from my small little Phoenix, Arizona. It's hot today. Temperature today, 91. It's 2:14. It is October 1st. It is 91 degrees, and it is humid, probably 40% humidity. And so we're looking about a 95 degree temperature technically, and I'm not happy about that. I'm ready for summer to be done. So anyway, I don't want my makeup to melt off. Everybody, I love you so much. And until the next video, I just hope you all stay healthy.